Hey, welcome everybody to the ManLife podcast. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you to subscribe, like, comment, and share it with other men because we want to help them be all they can be. Come on. And so, excited today. Man, it's going to be a good day. Connor, how you been?
Man, I've been great.
You look good.
Be all you can be in the army. You ever see that, Pauly Shore? In the army now?
Yeah, in the army now. Yeah, he was, buddy.
Yeah.
He did that all the time. Man, your stash is looking good.
Thanks, man.
I feel like my manliness increases just by sitting by you. Like if it were I feel like I'm pretty manly. So let's say it was a 8.
Okay.
It jumped up to 11. On a scale from 1 to 10.
Plus 3 is pretty good.
Plus
I had somebody ask me if I had a room in my house for him.
For him? The stash?
I said about a 50 by 50 square foot room is perfect for him.
Do you have a name for him?
No, I would say I need to dedicate it to my Mexican side of my family, so probably Julio would be good.
That's a good name for
Julio.
Julio.
Yep.
You just look at Taylor and go, Julio.
She likes to touch it.
Yeah, I bet she does. Okay, I'm going to ask you, we're going to do something as we get started. I want to ask you some names.
Okay.
And you got to tell me what it makes you think of, okay? Floyd
Mayweather.
Okay. Eddie.
We had a guy named Fast Eddie from Matador. He used to drink hot Dr. Peppers out of the back of his truck when we were fencing. But
that's so random.
Fast Eddie.
Yeah. There ain't nothing like on a hot day like a good hot Dr. Pepper. Brutus the Beefcake.
What do I think of? I just think about Julius Caesar getting stabbed in the back, dude, by Brutus.
Okay. Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Okay. What else do these guys all have in common?
Oh, dear God. They're men.
They're men, but they're barbers.
Oh, snap.
Floyd the Barber on the Andy Griffith show. You get Eddie on what's the barber shop? All the barbershop.
Yeah. Okay.
Brutus the Beefcake. He's actually called Brutus the Barber Beefcake. He was a wrestler.
Dude, I'm getting educated.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yep, Barber.
Gardner,
everything.
Did you ever see the Seinfeld episode where the guys were, Jerry was cheating on his barber with another barber?
I have seen that one.
And they're like, oh, that Edward with scissor hands. He does a beautiful stuff. And so anyway, but so obviously today this brings us to our guest and kind of honestly sort of royalty. He's sort of royalty with the last name King, right?
Yep,
I always was jealous of that.
I know. He should honestly be a public speaker.
That'd be awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Dalton King.
The King.
The King is here. The King has left the building. Welcome, Dalton King. Dalton is a real life barber.
Yes.
And so welcome to the ManLife.
Thanks, man.
Man, it's good to have you.
Isn't
it awesome?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. We're a big deal. So this
I know.
This is going to take your
big deal.
This is going to take your
at least in the lower 48.
Yes.
The lower 48.
Yeah, the other ones they don't. The other two they don't really.
Amen.
They don't follow us.
Yeah.
But
that's all right. That's okay.
But we're glad you're here. This is another installment of the ManLife podcast, and so honestly, just trying to get I think we have this this thought, or even there's a stigma of like if you're a follower of Christ as a man, like what you look like or what you are. So we just like getting different men on here. Like this is how it is, So
yeah, all walks of life.
Yeah, absolutely, it's diverse. So just a little background. Tell us a little bit about your family.
I got 3 kiddos. Got a wife. We're from kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But Canyon is home.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. We just
now. How old are your kids?
We got 10-year-old Mac, and then we have Delta. She's 2.5, and a handful. And then we have Indy, and she's 7 months.
Oh my gosh, your family's such a cute family. I mean, don't you honestly, when like not just your kids, when I look at you and Avery and your whole family, I'm like, what a good looking.
Good-looking.
I mean,
She
good,
completes it.
good looking
You know,
parents.
she wraps it up.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, she does. She's a pretty lady, but don't sell yourself short.
I
You know, you're the money maker. So,
Yeah.
but like good looking family, man, and it's just fun being around your family. They're a
Yes.
hoot. Mac is like he's just so funny.
Oh,
like,
man.
he's got. Now I heard he's got a shoe game. Like
Oh yeah. He's got quite the collection.
he does, right?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
sweet.
that's awesome.
He's got some good ones.
Does he like to match them certain ways? Is he pretty particular, or what's?
No, not really. He just he's particular, but he likes all his Jordans.
He
You know,
does.
he's all about basketball, so yeah.
That's cool.
That's
Oh, he does he's playing right now, right?
No, not right now. He's
Okay.
Season's over for basketball right now, but so he's at soccer. But basketball is
That's his sport.
That's
though.
his sport.
He's got
Oh,
hand. He's telling me he's got handles.
oh
over
he
there.
does he
Got
does man he
handles.
does
Yeah,
He
dude, we need to
does.
get you out to our. We have the old man, basketball group. That
Yeah.
you're not old,
Well, no,
but
I mean,
but it's good exercise.
Yeah, it's fun.
Connor's like an all-star out there running around like.
I'd be out of breath.
Oh, he's just like 100 miles an hour, and then
He
he's
was tearing it up when we were playing volleyball the other day.
oh he's like the Energizer bunny,
Yeah.
man. He just keeps going and going. I'm like when I'm out there trying to guard him, I'm like on a ventilator on the side. We keep a what's the thing that shocks you?
The defibrillator.
We
Yeah.
keep the defibrillator on the side for me.
Yeah.
Clear.
And he's running me to death out there, And but it's a lot of fun. So obviously we know you're a barber. So tell us what made you decide the path for the king to become a barber.
Dude, okay. So it's kind of crazy. Like, I was welding, and we had Delta. Me and Avery, we had Delta.
Yeah.
And I was watching just some hair videos on TikTok. And I told Avery, I was like, I'm going to go to hair school. And I was just joking, like, whatever, laughing off, whatever. And I was trying to figure out how to braid because I wanted to be able to braid Delta's hair whenever it gets long enough. And so, I don't know, like 6 months later, I went to hair school.
Oh,
And
wow, man.
so that's really how it all got started. And so, initially I was going to do, I went to cosmetology school so that I could really do women's hair, so that I could do deltas and stuff.
Yeah.
And really just kind of as going through cosmetology school, I realized that I really wanted to do more just men's stuff, so that's kind of primarily how I got started into
That's
it.
cool.
Yeah.
It's fun. That's real man life. I
Dude.
wanted to braid my daughter's
Dude,
hair.
I mean that's legitimately like that is how it happened.
That's
I
awesome.
tell you, this is like deep dark secret, but my daughter, when she was in junior high or high school, they did. I don't know if you remember, they would do the like the sock bun. You remember
Yeah.
the girls would do the sock bun.
Yeah. Like the twisty turbies and all that stuff.
Yeah, so
Yeah, dude.
I like got where I could kill
Oh,
the sock bun. So I would come here. Hey, I'd get her ready, and like her friends would be like, your sock bun is so good.
I can hear the pride in your voice.
Oh, I
about
was
the
like,
sock bun.
come here. Let me I literally was watching videos like that's a real man for you right there.
Yeah. Hey, my dad, when I was a little boy, I remember my dad, he would always do Danny's nails, and whenever she had a sleepover and stuff, he would do all their nails. paint
Really?
and stuff.
Super dad.
Yeah, and he would do like, I don't know, like cute little animals and stuff like that.
Now he's pretty like artistic. Like he's jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Kind
Oh,
of.
really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. I love it when guys are just like, let's just get in the middle of this thing. Let's do what we have to do.
You have to.
Roll your sleeves up and just
Well,
tackle
you
it.
have two girls.
Oh
so
yeah,
like,
it's been different. Grew up with brothers, all brothers. So my God, I mean, it's been quite the education.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure you do stuff with Lynn.
Oh, I try.
Millie's too. Millie's little, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it'll change you.
yeah.
Totally change you.
That's so cool. So where are you cutting? Where are you cutting hair right now?
Buffalo Barbershop.
Is that
Canyon, Texas.
Canyon,
Buffalo
Texas?
Barbershop.
Nice.
Buffalo Barbershop.
Building up your clientele
Yeah, trying to.
because
just
you've
take
been
walk-ins
a year. Have you been basically a year?
So I started there in November. So
Okay.
7 months.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
still kind of new, man.
Yeah,
But
it's going great though. It's awesome.
do you so you do trim beards and trim the beards, hair, everything, right?
Oh yeah,
It's
shave.
the full thing. You use a
Yeah.
straight razor?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on now. The straight razor, that's cool.
I just shaved up a guy's head day before yesterday.
You did?
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
He had
that's awesome.
he had like the Viking look, so he had
Oh,
a
yeah.
super long hair ponytail,
Yeah.
and so we straight razored all this. And
Holy
Oh,
we
that's
left
cool.
his beard real big and stuff.
He
It was-
did?
It was pretty sweet. Yeah.
That's fun. That feels like art right there. you
Oh
know?
yeah, for sure.
We had
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
And I remember as a youth pastor, we had this student that was one of our leaders and went to cosmetology school, and I went to the same person to get my haircut all the time. You know, once you go to somebody,
It
for
is
a long time,
relationship.
Yeah.
it is
Oh, yeah,
relationship
For sure.
but this girl was like dear to our heart, and she was like, "Hey, I'm doing this. How about I cut your hair?" I was like, "Man, I don't know."
Roll of the dice.
You know, I was
here.
like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
I'm like, and she's like, "Come on." And I was like, "All right." So I remember I went to her, and she just cutting my hair, snips my ear
Oh.
like
Oh.
bad.
Oh.
This thing would not stop bleeding.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I probably won't be back." And thank God our friendship survived. But so like obviously you cut a lot of hair, especially as you're learning. What's like have you had a big mess up, like especially when you were training, that you remember, or has it always just been pretty good overall? You be honest now.
No, I mean, I've definitely made mistakes. You know, like, I don't like.
Did you ever have to have someone come fix it for you, like when you were training, or?
Not really. I mean, not really. Like, I don't know. It kind of. It wasn't too.
Okay.
It wasn't too difficult. Like, not that I'm.
No, perfect.
Great.
Yeah.
It was a
At
mistake,
all, but,
like, you trimmed a little too much, so you had to level everything out to the.
Man, I think more
It's like
with
mowing a
color.
yard.
With color.
Oh,
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
so like women's hair, man. I did Avery's sister. I gave her highlights one time, and it was like probably the third person I ever did highlights on, and man, we'll just say it just wasn't quite the best.
It was a low light.
You know, yeah. Thank God it was
Wasn't quite
family.
the
Thank God it
best.
was family.
Yeah, and she went and had someone fix them.
Dude, I remember you colored someone's hair not too long ago. A
Stop.
family,
Stop,
and your hands
dude.
were black. You had I thought you
I
were
had
like.
black fingernails, man. I couldn't get it off.
He's like,
Dude, I
was
took
like, what in the world?
acetone to him. I put acetone on
Nothing
him.
worked.
dang.
No, yeah, seriously.
I
Nothing.
think
could not get it off.
I think someone told you that was going to happen.
They did.
Yeah, you
They
did. Listen,
did.
you had to learn the hard way.
They did.
I can understand that. So you just talked about the guy you used the straight razor on. Like, have you had any crazy requests yet? Like shave a truck in the side of my head, or
No, no.
I get a Peterbilt 18 wheeler.
I got 2 mullets in one day.
you did?
Oh, nice.
Is that hard even?
It honestly, if getting the blend from short to real long back here,
Yeah.
in order to make it actually look good,
Yeah.
it can be a bit difficult, but you just gotta take your time. And I did 2 mohawks in one day,
Oh wow.
and that's kind of odd.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Just don't
Mohawks
get a
and-
whole lot of them. You know?
Mohawks and mullets were like the '80s when I was.
Yeah.
I never thought they would come back around, and now
Oh,
you're doing.
they're here.
Dude,
They're
but
here.
do you try to shave? Does anybody want something shaved in the side of their head, like a symbol or anything? Dallas Cowboy
I
Star.
don't do a lot of design.
Yeah, you're like
stuff.
forget that's.
Yeah.
Is that tough?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys are sweet. They're good with it.
They've
Real
done
good.
it for a
Oh,
while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That takes
seems
some
pretty-
talent.
It
Yeah.
seems pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Dude, you trust in the barber when they have the straight razor in their hand.
No
Oh,
doubt.
yeah.
I always
for
feel
sure.
like they could just slice
You
my
gonna-
throat.
I know, man. I've seen too many gangster movies, man.
Done.
Little Tony didn't pay me last week
Let
Hey,
me tell you something.
at the Buffalo Barber Shop.
no, you're not gonna get that at our barbershop. We play Jesus music.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
That's
might get
cool.
baptized.
Yeah, that's right.
So I know, like, obviously, when you're cutting hair, it's like you've got these people. They're a captive audience, but they're also probably talking. I mean, do you feel like a therapist at times? Or?
Oh man, all the time. You know, it's like And you never know what you're gonna hear. You never know.
Yeah.
So like I just try to have an open mind about, maybe.
Because they're spilling their guts.
Yeah, lots of times. Yeah. And you saying some wild stuff, boy. I mean, some real wild stuff. But I don't know. You just gotta, like, I just try to treat them like Jesus would.
Yeah,
there you
just
go.
be understanding.
Yeah. Because I mean, shoot, I've been there.
Of course.
Like I've been in those times of trials, and I mean,
why is it that they feel like they can just? It's funny to me because like sometimes they don't know you very well, but they just, I'm sure
who touches your head?
that's true. Yeah,
Who touches your head?
Not very many people. My wife and Connor sometimes.
Your wife,
Yeah.
and Connor.
Just when he's encouraging me.
And when I see a gray hair, I'll take it out for it.
Right.
Yeah. No.
But you probably have deeper conversations with your wife and Connor.
Oh, it's true.
Than most people.
Yeah. I guess it's
You're just so close. You know what I mean?
They're
It is. It's kind of like you're very relaxed.
Yeah.
So how do you? Has there been opportunity to like share Jesus in that setting or
Every day.
Dude, that's awesome.
Every day. Literally every day.
So do you just like? No, we had a guy. Yeah, we had a guy come to the church that you invited.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
So you don't have to be a pastor to share Jesus. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I didn't know. We need to clear that up.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. You could be a carpenter. You could be.
Yeah, there you go.
You could be concrete guy.
Come
you
on,
could
man.
Be cowboy.
That's all.
You
And I
could
think
be
they just feel like this
anything.
is a normal dude. Like I'm sure that's what they think. Like
Yeah,
it's
I am normal. I mean, I'm just Dalton.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the king.
Man, so cool.
Dalton King.
I think you need like your the apron thing you put on them, the cloth.
dude.
It needs to say the king.
Yeah, dude, you need
So
some
what? How
boxing
do you
gloves.
how do you go into like what is it? Just like how do you go into that? Like as they're talking to you, just look for an opportunity to tell them a little bit about your faith, like what's happened to you, or do you just more like invite them to church, or like what kind of happens there?
That is the toughest question right there. That is the hardest question because I don't like. I feel I don't push it.
Right.
Like I play Christian music. A lot of times I have it on like Casting Crowns radio on Pandora, and that's it. And man, lots of times someone will just say something about the music. Or
Really?
They'll recognize the song and be like, "Hey, I heard that," or whatever. Or, "Oh, you're a Christian," or whatever, And it's just, I don't know. Honestly though, every single person that sits down in my chair, I talk to about Jesus. Every single one. And most of the time, I'm not the first one that brings it up. It's something happens, or they have a story or whatever, and it's like an opportunity. God just puts that door and starts that conversation for me. So no, I don't just.
Yeah, usually.
I don't just like, hey, I mean, occasionally I'll be like, "Yo, man, you know Jesus?"
Yeah.
But and usually that's what I say. If it's something like that, I'm like, "You know Jesus Christ?"
That's awesome.
And like, sometimes they're super thrown off. Like the other day, I literally said that. I said, "Man," "You know Jesus Christ?" And the guy he paused, and he was like, "Me?" I was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "You know Jesus?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Sweet, dude." And he was just so thrown off. And I think it was just the fact that I was willing to just openly talk about Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at my work and like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just flow too. Like it's just natural who you are.
Yeah,
I think people think, well, we're not at church, so why would we bring him up?
Yeah.
And then when you brought him up, he's like, oh, he's talking about Jesus. That's barbershop.
That's
Jesus.
awesome.
Jesus doesn't just come to us when we're at church. You
That's
know what I mean?
That's
Like,
right.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Jesus is with me
That's
all the
right.
time.
That's right.
Every
Oh,
day.
I'm with you. I think that's so cool, man. That's
Yeah.
why
Yes,
I
very
want
much
people
so.
to know wherever you're at, every walk of life, as men, we can do that.
Dude.
So when I say the name Jesus, what does that spark in you? What,
Dude,
what do you
just
think of?
joy, man. It'll turn your day around.
Yeah.
It'll change your mood. It'll restore your heart. Dude, there's so much
Yeah.
Yeah.
But joy, I think joy
That's
of the Lord
amazing.
is probably the biggest thing.
And joy is like what I love about when we talk about joy in Christ. It's different than happiness,
Oh, yeah.
because it carries you through, and it's not dependent upon circumstance. It's because we all have. I mean, as men, we have weight, we carry things, and so we have circumstances that are difficult. But joy of God is not dependent on the things around us. It's a
Right.
relationship.
It's
factor.
our
Right.
strength, right?
Right.
It's our strength.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
like it's intertwined. Like once you, man, it's the Holy Spirit. Like,
yes,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
for sure. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So as we're talking to men, obviously. So if you had one piece of advice to give to men, you're like, this nugget, what would it be from the King?
DK.
What would you say?
Man, I think probably the biggest thing is it's kind of a two-parter.
Yeah,
It's a two-parter. God didn't give us a spirit of fear. Okay, so we're gonna start with don't be scared.
that's right.
Don't,
That's good.
Don't live in fear. God is our strength. Take that step of faith. You have to have faith. Take that step of faith in whatever it is that you're going after. But the second part of that is you have to give everything to God,
That's good.
to Jesus.
Yeah,
And when you do that, you're walking in faith, you're seeking Him out, and He is going to handle He's going to move that mountain,
yeah,
rock by rock, out of your way until He's got you where you're going.
That's awesome.
Like, you can't do it on your own.
that's right.
You can't.
That's right.
I have tried and tried to do it on my own. And when you will give it to Jesus and let Him handle it and just walk in faith, have faith. Don't worry about your finances. You tithe, give to the Lord. He's going to handle it. When you have your faith, it's like He's going to handle everything. He's going to handle all the worldly sin, all the darkness, all the negativity, everything that comes at you. Like, He's got it.
That's right.
And like, have faith. Don't live in fear. God didn't give us that spirit.
That's
Come
awesome.
on,
That's
man.
man, what awesome scripture, because people so often make decisions out of fear.
Come
and
on,
live that
man.
life of fear.
Yeah.
And if we're to believe God for great things in our life, then we have to surrender everything over to
Amen
Him.
to that.
Yes.
That is awesome. Well, Dalton, thank you for joining us, man.
Dude,
The
for
Barber,
sure.
the King
For
is
sure.
here. And man, thank you everyone else for joining us too. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, share. Let's get the word out.
Yeah.
Because we're just real men trying to live like Jesus.
That's right.
Awesome. It's good stuff.
Sweet.